Is my
Guys,
zipper
summer
down?
is officially starting.
Girl, I am so sweaty right now. This room is hot. It's so freaking hot.
And you got a tan.
I am pretty crispy, aren't I?
Dude, in this lighting you look way more tan than I saw you earlier today.
It's because of the white walls. Me and the four corners of my white walls losing it. Actually, what's interesting is I genuinely viewed myself as like, holy crap, I am so tan right now. And the thing about me is like I love the way my body tans, but I hate the way
Yeah,
my
you have a good tan.
thank you. I just hate the way my face tans because I feel like I have a lot of pigmentation in areas that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like when I get tanner, they just get like re emphasized. But I genuinely looked scary when I first got out of the water because like my scalp had tanned in a really bad, like it wasn't even like my scalp tan. So just like my forehead, but I had like a line because my hair was like
Yeah,
covering
yeah.
it. So you can see the big distinction between like my face and my head, and nobody like mentioned anything about my tan. Actually, nobody, not one person made a comment, thank god, because otherwise I would have HR on them immediately. Nobody made a comment about my tan, thankfully. But the only person, and this person keeps it real every single time, is my dad. Like, he's like, God damn, like, what is damn? And I was like,
What did he
yeah.
say?
He's like, ay, sí te quemaste muy bien esta vez. I was like, yeah, I did. I was literally out on water for
Yeah,
3 days, like back to
yeah.
back to back. And the Arizona sun is very, very
It's
hot.
brutal.
It's brutal. I was out in Arizona for Memorial Day weekend. What if have you ever heard anything about Lake Havasu?
I've only heard of it. Not even my friends from Arizona. I don't think they go there.
Yeah.
They the one time that we went to a lake, but it was not Lake Havasu.
Okay.
Wait, does it smell like fish? Does the lake smell like fish?
No.
Dude, the lake that we went to was like fully like fishy. It was like really gross. I didn't want to put my head under the water, and I also didn't want to touch the ground. I was like really scared to touch the ground.
No, I think I told you, even last year, I think I mentioned to you that I really hate lakes because of that reason. Like, I thought lakes were gross, but I think because we weren't on like the shore of a
Mm-hmm.
lake at all, I think that's what made the difference. I think it was
You guys
because,
were in the center.
yeah, like we were like where it's untouched by humans.
So where does the boat go? Do you park it in the lake?
So, okay, there's I don't know what it's called, but it's like you show up, you go, you pay for a launch pass, so you have to like actually pay to launch your boat. I think it was like for the weekend $40, like because of Memorial Day. Apparently, that's a really steep price,
How
but
much
they
is
like
it, like
surcharge it. Usually, it's like
20?
20. Yeah, but they surcharge because of the
Like the
holiday.
demand and like yeah.
Yeah. And you get in this line, and it's actually so funny seeing like people pull up to the grocery store with their boats because like you have to trail them, like carry them around with you everywhere. You don't want to just like leave them somewhere. Somebody could potentially like hitch their truck to your boat and like steal it. Although I don't think that's possible. It is, I don't think it's likely, but it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so yeah, you basically pay, you go to like the marina, I guess it's called. I don't know if they call it that. It's just basically like this place where there's like a ramp like this that goes into the water. And since you have the boat on a trailer, you back the truck up far enough to where like the truck is kind of underwater a little bit. Like the wheels get completely submerged, and then you make sure you're deep enough to be able to like back the boat up into the water, and that's how you get the boat in there, and then you just drive the boat wherever you want. We were on the Colorado River, so we were able to like drive all the way down to like wherever we wanted, and it was super cool. I genuinely thought I was going to get bored because I was like, how could you be on a boat for 3 days? But it's different every single time because you just like go to
Like
different places.
exploring.
Yeah, so one of the days we actually found like this little cove area, which is beautiful cuz like the rock formations in Arizona are very nice. And so there we found some like really nice rocks, and we anchored the boat in that little cove for a little bit, and there was like another boat anchored in the same area, and they had a slide, like a water slide. And dude, it was so cool just seeing like everybody's different boats. But the one thing we didn't see, that me and my friend Shy, who you guys know, we went together, we were looking for pink boats. Not one
None.
pink boat on the water, which you would think like if you were a nepo baby or something, like you would beg your dad for a pink boat, but the girls are not using their privilege out there the way that they should. We're like, "Where's the pink boat?" So we were talking about how like don't let us get money cuz we're going to get a pink boat. But the problem is like we would need somebody to drive the boat. Like we don't want to be the ones driving the boat.
How much is boat fuel?
I don't even know. I think it's the same as like car like
Gas?
yeah, like you're filling up your boat when you go fill up your car.
Really?
Mhm. I don't know actually. I don't know how much it takes. I should have asked, but I didn't. I just said, "Let me know how much to send," and then I
And
sent.
it was like, it was good for the whole. Like, did you have to? Did they refill the boat gas?
I'm pretty sure they refilled the boat gas. I just was not like there.
Present.
Yeah, I was not present. I was just like, okay, we're at the gas station. I thought we were just getting gas for the truck, but I'm assuming we also got gas for
For the
the boat.
boat.
Yeah. So okay, so one of the things about Lake Havasu is that going into it, people that are like much older than we are were really afraid for us going because it
Oh.
has this reputation that there's like a lot of boating accidents, like a lot of 911 calls, like it's very dangerous because people are drinking and driving their
Right.
boats, which I think they call it a BUI, boating under the influence.
I'm dead.
And yeah, so there was just like a lot of precaution going into it and I was like, no way, like that could happen, you know? But while we were there was actually a freaking boat that exploded and it was on the news. And I was like, oh my God, hopefully my parents don't fucking see this because then they're gonna be like, where the hell did you go? Why were you there? Like, that is so dangerous.
The stereotypes are true.
It is, yeah. So this family had refurbished a boat on their own, and the guy, I guess, didn't do a great job and it was their first time ever putting the boat on water and it literally burst into flames. They had to jump ship. And then
Are you
the
fucking serious?
yeah, they were on it
Did you
and they
see this
jumped off.
happen?
No, I was in a I was like in line cuz I didn't. So we had two cars. One was the truck pulling the boat and then the other was just like another car.
Yeah.
And this time, since me and Shai were taking long to get ready, they like made the other car drive us instead of the truck. And so we were there and we're like, what the hell? Well, like, why is it taking so long? Because the first day it wasn't like a long line at all. And then we end up seeing smoke like go up in the air and we're like, oh no. And you guys know my last story of being at a lake, like the wildfire literally started 500 feet from where we were at. I was like, am I just like attracting wildfires? Like, what is going on? And our friends who were up ahead like with the boat, they ended up seeing it happen and they got pictures and they were like talking to the family and everything, like comforting them, whatever. It turns out it's not the first boat that they've sunk. Like this is not the first time that they've blown up a boat and it just basically is ruined. Like you can't do anything about it. And I'm like, I don't know if that guy should own any more boats. Like it's kind of, I don't know. I think if it's the second boat you've sunk, it's just like you should not be allowed to have one.
Did you see people fishing over there? Or not
Dude, this
really?
guy caught a fish with his bare hands. It was insane. Yeah.
Jeez.
People weren't fishing, but that guy caught a fish, so I guess yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was nuts. But it was just fun cuz like you see other people pass by you on the boats and you're like, "Hey!" And like one of them was throwing out jello shots. My friend like was going to
Oh.
catch it, he didn't. So then he like dove into the water where he wasn't supposed to and we're like, "What the fuck?" And he like swam for it and he went to grab it and he was like, "Yeah!" And the fucking jello shot slipped out of the cup. It was gross. But then everybody was like cheering for him. They were like, "Oh my god, that guy's an icon." Like it's just really fun. You're just like drunk the whole
So they tell
time.
you where you can swim, where you can't swim.
Yeah, that little part that we were in was like the channel. So the channel is kind of like
Oh.
you have to go really slow and like people can
Mm-hmm.
dock their boats there, but that's basically like where the partying happens is like if you're not doing like tubing or wake surfing, like you're mostly just like chilling. We didn't really do the chilling part cuz we really wanted to like wakeboard and surf and like swim and stuff. So we were like out on the water and so while we were out on the water, it actually wasn't as dangerous as people were making it out to be.
Yeah.
Like we weren't really around a lot of people and thankfully nothing happened and we had a really good time. But I can see the appeal now, you know? Like I can see why people enjoy lakes,
Mm-hmm.
especially ones that are like much clearer and crisper, like out in other places. So, yeah. I didn't waterboard. I got waterboarded. Bro.
No, I'm sorry, but those videos had me dying.
No,
Bro.
they're
Like,
so funny. There's so many worse ones too. Like there, I only posted my highlights. Those were my highlights, Dan.
girl.
Yeah, it was bad. I didn't realize it was so difficult. The thing is like we were also in very choppy water. Like I guess it was bad.
No, when you guys were laying on the like inflatable thing.
Oh, on the tube?
Bro, that part is crazy.
Dude, in one of those, I literally, oh my God, the one fall, la caída de Edgar que tuve was like me. I fell hard, but the thing is, I fell like on my shoulder first, and then my neck whipped second. So I heard my neck crack, and I was like, I'm dead. I'm done. Like, this is it for me. I was like, guys, I have to take a second. I literally went to go lay in the boat, and I was like, nobody talk to me right now. I'm trying not to fucking die. And
Like
then
the whiplash.
yes, like literally whiplash, and I was like, "Oh, I can see why this is dangerous now." And then at the very end, literally the last person that was gonna go, he's like, "I want to do a solo round." He does it, and the fucking tube breaks. Like he literally popped it, like he ripped it. And we're like, "Well, thank God that was the last one we were gonna do, because otherwise it would have ruined the rest of the weekend for everyone, you know." But yeah, it was really really
Dude,
fun.
well, why was Cheyenne like? I was I was questioning her stance. I was
What's this?
questioning her like.
Oh, why was she on her knees?
Yeah, like why?
Because that's actually like a way to do it.
Oh, like it's.
It's like a thing to do it. Yeah, you can go
I
on your
was I
knees.
was I was like, okay, she's falling off for
Dude,
sure.
no, no, no. It's because if you're on your stomach, it bounces so much that
Right.
it's like knocking the air out of you.
Right.
But if you're on your knees, you have a little bit more control in that way. And there was one moment where I literally let go, and you can see in the video that I let go, but I was still on the tube for at least like a few seconds before I'm like, you know what, I'm out. Like, I have to let go. Because there was no chance I was going to be able to grab onto the handles again. But I tried doing the knee thing. It low key hurts. Like I have like burn from the
Sheesh.
thing, and dude, I was so bruised. Literally, you don't realize like how much
Like the
injury you go through.
force.
Yeah, like I had bruises here, like here, like the
Jesus
water literally beats you
Louise.
up. And another thing that I didn't realize is that once you're off the water, you still feel like you're on water for like
Yeah, I hate that. I
a whole
literally
day
hate that.
after. You've experienced that before?
Being on a boat, it's. I hate feeling that after.
Yeah, like I would every night we would get home and I would go and shower, and like I was in the shower and I was like and even the day that I started working, the day after we got back, I was at my computer and I was like, holy shit, when is this gonna end? Like I'm so like the it's because I think it's the inner ear liquid. What is it called? Inner
The
ear fluid.
cochlea,
Yeah, like the fluid in your brain is what controls like your balance. So
the snail.
it was literally so like this the whole weekend that like I was still on this mode the whole time.
So crazy.
I know. I thought that was nuts. But I would do it again. I would take my friends. It would be very fun. Definitely need to have a little bit of an adventurous kind of bug in you to want to do the tubing or the wake surfing, boarding. But other than that, like even if you don't like that, like when we dock and we're able to swim around, it's really nice too. Cause the water is nice, like it's not
Yeah.
gross. Even though that's what I was afraid of, I was like, if I touch a fish with my foot right now, I will literally kill myself.
Dude, literally would give me the creeps.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told you, but my greatest fear when I'm in water is something grabbing me. Have I told you that?
No.
Dude, I'm not afraid of like being drowned. I'm not afraid of. I'm just afraid of like a hand or like a sea creature touching me. Like I'm actually really afraid of that. Like that.
Do you think there's an actual phobia for that?
What doesn't stop me from going in the water, but I do think about it.
Okay.
Like,
Do you remember when we went to the beach last summer and we swam with the sharks, with the leopard sharks?
yeah, I was like paranoid
Freaking out.
about it.
Yeah, that was a little bit scary.
Cause like I just wouldn't want to touch it.
Yeah. They're slimy.
Yeah, I don't want that at all.
Yeah.
But like, imagine if it was a dead hand.
Apparently they find a lot of like dead bodies at the bottom of lakes in
Aw.
barrels. Yeah.
See, bro?
Did you know that the London Bridge is in the United States?
What the heck? Where?
In Arizona.
Is there a London Bridge in the UK?
I don't know if it's like part of the London Bridge from the UK, but apparently it's like a really big tourist attraction here. The London Bridge. I thought they were like playing with me, and I was like, "Oh, haha, yeah." They're like, "No, it's actually the London Bridge." And I was like, "Is that real? I don't understand." I don't know
Hold
why
on.
we have it. I wonder if it's kind of like on the similar level of having the Statue of Liberty here.
London Bridge, Arizona. Okay.
Is it real?
Yeah, it's in Lake Havasu City.
Yeah.
And it low key looks like a bridge that should be in.
In London. Yeah, we would go through that every day.
Oh, so you guys were literally
Yeah, we took
seeing it.
pictures in front of it. That's why I was like, "Wait, are you guys joking?" Like I'm confused. And there's actually like a resort for that, like specifically. Like go stay at the London Bridge. I thought they were
So
joking.
what's the like?
Appeal of it? I have no clue. Dan, would you rather be drowned or would you rather burn alive? Like
Dude, so
as a death?
wait, it existed in London.
It did. Yeah, they like shipped it over here. Why?
It was purchased
By who?
by Robert P. McCulloch. That's insane.
I need to know more.
Why?
What did, yeah, like what's the purpose?
I think he just wanted to buy it. I think a man just wanted to buy the goddamn bridge.
Oh my god, dude. That is so funny to me. It's so funny to me what people choose to do with their money.
I know.
It's so funny to me that that family burned down two boats and was like not bothered by it. I was
They're
like,
like, I can
damn.
buy another one.
Exactly. Like to have that much like disposable money to be like, eh.
Dude, that's what I was thinking about yesterday because Taylor Swift bought all her music back, right? So
Mhm.
if you guys didn't know, she bought all her music back. If you guys didn't know, she was trying to re-record all her albums, right?
Yeah.
And so she kind of said like, thank you to the Eras Tour, thank you to you guys for making the Eras Tour such a big thing, because of those funds, like I was able to buy my music back, which is by the way like $300 million.
Jeez.
Okay, but think about it. Okay, she was able to buy her catalog back. She was able to pay like her cast and her crew like thousands of dollars of bonuses,
Mhm.
and she still has money left over. Like, how much money did she freaking make? You know, like,
Dude, yeah,
isn't
that's
that insane?
I can't even grasp how much money like that is. Like at that point you just start to feel like money's not real to you.
Yeah, like
And it's
what?
not. It's not freaking real. Like the way that we don't have much cash transactions going on anymore, I feel like makes money feel so, well, it is intangible. Like we can't grasp it, so we're not like in our brains computing how much it actually is. So like whenever I send people money through Venmo, it literally feels fake. I'm like, this isn't even real. Especially if they're sending me money back, like we go back and forth. Like
Yeah,
whenever you and I have to send
it
each
like
other
cancels
money,
it
yeah,
out
it like
kind of.
cancels out and I'm like, see, like this didn't cost anything because I don't know, it just feels like it's not happening. Like I don't see the effect of it. Okay, so back to my question. Would you rather be burned alive or be drowned?
I'd rather. I feel like being burned alive lasts longer, but I think at a certain point, you don't feel it.
I wonder if it's instantaneous where you don't feel the hurt anymore. Like your like pain receptors get burnt immediately, and after a few like seconds, you probably don't feel it anymore. Whereas I feel like with drowning, I feel like drowning. Have you ever drowned a little bit?
Yeah.
Me too. One time, one time I
I
went
was
to a pool
like,
party.
I was like 8 or something.
Me too.
8 or 9, I don't freaking remember it. It was hilarious though. Like it was
Wait, tell me.
basically like I was just walking on the cement, and then you know when it's like a certain point when you're like walking on your tippy toes.
Yeah.
I love doing that still to this day, where the water is like up to here,
Mhm.
and I was doing that, but I think I just went too fast or something, and then all of a sudden it was like, and then and then I'm like trying to like get up, get up, get up, and then all of a sudden I just hear like my teacher and like my classmates kind of like making noise, and then I finally am able to get up, and my teacher's like, "Are you okay?" Like,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Was it like a pool party for your school?
No, so my fourth grade teacher, literally so awesome. Her name was Dr. Fell. She was a doctor too, so that was like the
Damn.
coolest thing ever. She would host a pool party at her house for like her top students.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. It was like if you
And
were
you know
able to
Daniella
go,
was there.
I was there and I almost drowned. So
Dude, after that she's probably like, I'm not doing this ever again. That's actually a really big liability. Like what would happen? I'm sure she had
yeah,
to find buy like have you guys sign waivers or something, right?
I don't think so.
Damn, that's kind of crazy.
I know.
Maybe it's like at your own will, like
Yeah.
come at your own risk. For me, what happened is I was invited to a pool party when I was in elementary school of this girl that I was good friends with at the time. And everybody was there, and I remember we were playing this game of like trying to jump over each other
In the pool?
into the pool, yeah. So somebody would hold on to the edge, and then
Uh-huh.
somebody behind them would hold on also, and then somebody behind them would try to like reach over as well.
Okay.
And like you would have to try to jump over them into the deep end.
Uh-huh.
And I remember it was my turn. Everybody did it successfully, like no problem. It was my turn. And of course, I start laughing because I just thought it was so silly. And I was like, ooh, ooh. And I was kind of like teetering on the edge. And then I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm going to back up. And I did it again. But this time I ended up like falling in as I was laughing. So all I see as I'm going down is like bubbles, like because I'm literally cracking up in the water and I'm like, "Oh my god, wait, I'm actually drowning. Like I'm not going to be able to get up." And so I
Were you
needed to.
swallowing water?
Yes, I was swallowing water.
Ew.
I know, but all I saw was all these like bubbles and I was like like I started panicking and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." So I tried to like get up and then I get out and I'm like like literally drowning. And after that I was like, this wasn't funny at all actually. This was not a fun
Like it
game.
scared you
I
a
was like,
little
"Mom,
bit.
we have to go. I'm tired." But after that, like, it was a funny story, but in the moment, I was actually genuinely scared. I was like, oh my god, these kids think I'm joking, and I'm genuinely drowning right now.
So who helped you?
I just ended up getting up on my own
That's
eventually.
good.
But yeah, I was genuinely like, oh my god, I can't breathe, and I'm swallowing gallons of water, and like,
Jesus
it was
Christ.
bad. But I do miss that. I do miss like people having pool parties. Pool parties were so fun.
Wait, Liz, tell the story of the beans.
What beans?
The prank beans.
Oh, about how okay, so if you've ever played Bean Boozle, my middle school teacher for history, she went on to become the dean, which should
Oh.
yeah, which is really funny whenever a teacher becomes like an administrator. You just kind of like lose the coolness that they once were to you. Anyway, she would ask us questions in class, and whoever would get the question right, she had the big jar of Bean Boozled jelly beans. So if you don't know what those are, it's like gag jelly beans, which I'm sure you probably do because I feel like they were really popular at that time.
Also, like, still really popular. Like, people
That
do
shocked me
those.
actually.
That they're still popular?
Mm-hmm.
But people do it on YouTube all the time, and, like, it's like a thing.
Is that how they saw it? Your cousins?
Yeah.
Okay, so they basically, yeah, she would give us a jelly bean if you got a question right, which in my opinion, if you got a question right and you end up getting like a rotten egg jelly bean, like how is that a reward in the
Because you
slightest?
get the attention of the class.
It is really like an attention thing because
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Oh my god, she got a jelly bean." So then if you got like a good one, it's like an extra bragging right, you know? But if you got a bad one, it's like, "Damn, I really wish I was wrong. I really wish I didn't get this question right."
Do you remember the flavors that you got?
I
Did you
think
have to take one?
no, you could say no if you wanted because a lot of people had allergies, so like
Okay.
they didn't want to risk anything,
Yeah.
but I remember eating like a booger one and I also remember
Uh,
eating a rotten egg one.
did you have to swallow it?
I spit it out. Did you? What did you have?
Dude, so I was like,
And this was your first time?
this is my first time ever trying it. I had always seen it like on YouTube and like on TikTok and stuff like that, and I never tried it. It never really interested me. Actually, we had bought one at Lake Arrowhead when we went into the candy store. I don't know who bought it, but we didn't even end up playing it. Like,
Oh, really?
I think it just stayed in someone's bag. But I thought we were gonna play it there, and then I ended up going to City Walk with my cousins who are from Texas. Which, side note, it's so funny how impressed they are by the things that I'm so
Yeah.
blah about.
Yeah.
Like, it's a City Walk. Like, I kind of grew up going to City Walk in middle school, and like,
Yeah, that was the thing. Like you would go to City Walk literally with your friends.
yeah. So I'm like, it's just City Walk. But my mom suggested it. She's like, you should take them to City Walk. And then I was like, I don't know. I hate that place. Is like, you have to pay $40 for parking, and it's like ass, right?
Hell no, I never pay for parking there.
Me either. I did not. I was like, you have to park at the freaking metro
Yes,
station.
that's the hack.
And so we end up going to It's Sugar,
Okay.
and then I see them, and I'm like, let's do it. Like, I've never done it before. Like, I'm down, right? And so then my little cousin or like my nephew was like, oh my God, I want to do it so bad. And I was like, bro, I'm buying it, right? And so,
I'm one
anyways,
step ahead of you
I'm
already,
one step ahead of you.
kid.
Your mind cannot freaking compute. But anyways, we end up going to In-N-Out afterwards, and we are waiting for our food because obviously the line is like super long.
Do they have In-N-Out in Texas?
They have Whataburger.
Okay.
I think Dallas has In-N-Out, but not it's not close to them.
Okay.
And so they were like super. They really wanted to have In-N-Out. Like yeah. But anyway, so we were waiting for the food, and then we all do it, and so all of that, like 3 people went before me, and then I got. It was either cappuccino or liver and onions. Girl, I got the liver and onions. I I'm forever changed by that. Like I can't. I literally cannot do that. I told myself, I was like, okay, the first person to spit it out has to do a cold plunge. I was the first person to spit it out. Like
No way.
dude, yeah.
So did you do the cold plunge?
Well, I haven't had an opportunity to do it.
Okay,
but
tonight.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
If I need to stick to I'm gonna stick to my word, right?
Yeah.
But basically, like, I chewed it. I smelled it first, and they all smell like fucking ass. But I smelled it, and I was like, okay, whatever. I chew it slowly, and I'm like, what is this? Boom! All of a sudden, it freaking hits me, and I'm like, no, dude. Like, I'm never doing that shit again.
So that's the only bad one you tried?
Yeah,
the
like
first and only.
I'm not down.
Damn. Yeah,
like
that's
it's
gross.
life changing, dude.
Yeah, it's really really gross. That's really funny though. Liver and onions. What's crazy is there's some people that put that in a taco and would be like, yummy, right? Don't people eat liver? Or
Yeah,
am I
but,
thinking
like,
intestines?
I think people eat
Also
liver.
eat liver. Yeah. I don't even, yeah, I'm not a very adventurous person when it comes to different kinds of meats. I definitely stick to carne asada, chicken, like pork, like stuff like that. But when it comes to eating like intestines or any other parts of the cow, I'm like, no, thank you. Like, that's not really my vibe. So,
Have you ever had tongue?
no, I've never had tongue.
It's really good, Liz.
Yeah, it is.
That was my favorite when I was little.
Wow. I don't know what it is. I just can't get behind it. I really don't like the smell of menudo.
Me either. I hate that. Oh my God, it's disgusting.
I know. It's so gross. So that's why I'm like, I can't. That's why I can't imagine like having enjoyed that. But okay, your cousins, what did they say about In-N-Out? I need to know.
They love it.
Yeah.
They loved it. They all loved it.
Okay. Because I know so many people from Texas are like Whataburger's the best. Like,
well, I think because like they always say like the fries suck, right? Which,
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to them. The In-N-Out fries are not that amazing. Although I will say I think they've gotten better over time. Or is it just the fact that I haven't eaten McDonald's in like so freaking long? I haven't had McDonald's fries in over 2 years. Like,
yeah.
and those used to be the freaking best.
Yeah, that's true. I think what it is they're so fresh that people don't like them. But I think that they complement the burger well enough. Like I think the burger shines on its own, and sometimes you need a little bit of like that crispiness, not crispiness, that saltiness to like eat it with the burger, but it's not the kind of fry that you just want to eat on their own.
What I like about the fries is when they get like slightly soggy.
You can ask for them to be like very lightly fried so that they could be soggy.
Is that what people mean when they say light well?
Mhm.
I thought light well was like more crispy.
Mm-mm. No, it's like
Really?
they pulled them sooner before they get crispy. So you might enjoy that.
I do though because I put the napkin over it to like let them steam a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like perfect. Because also I think they salt them perfectly. Like they salt the fries so good.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love In-N-Out. I actually just had it on Friday, and I'd been craving it for a while. Of double animal style with the whole grilled onion.
Yum.
So good. I saw you got a whole cup of pickles. How did you get that lucky?
Guys, basically I just asked, I was like, because it was a big group. It was 2 cards of us full, right? And so I was like, can I get pickles? Not everyone likes pickles. So I just asked for 4 containers. And then she just pulled out like that huge water cup. And she passed it over. And I was like, is she going to give me that cup full of pickles? Lo and behold, they literally scooped it like this.
Damn.
Just gave it to me. And then there was juice in it too.
She's like, here's your pickles. Damn. Oh my gosh. One day I went to In-N-Out with my friend, and I literally, she asked me like, do you want ketchup? And I was like, no, thank you. I just want 2 spreads, please. And she's like, okay. Tell me why she grabbed a whole thing of ketchup and put it in a bag, and she was like, "Here you go." And I was like, I didn't even think about it. But then we got to like where we were gonna open up our food, and I look in the bag, and there was chilies and a whole scoop of ketchup. I was like,
That's
"Is she
insane.
fucking with me?"
That's insane. And also,
I was like,
I'm like, dude, I feel like In-N-Out as a company could save.
"That's
I
so
feel like all
wasteful."
fast food companies could save so much money if they didn't.
That's why McDonald's tried to charge people 25 cents for their sauces
Ranch.
at some point.
Do they still do that?
I don't think so. I haven't been there like to eat like that in a
Yeah.
while, so I genuinely don't know.
Did you hear that they have chicken tenders now?
Haven't they always the chicken selects?
Really?
I remember my dad and I would go to McDonald's at the like in 2005 and get chicken selects.
Maybe they're back then.
Damn. I love
I'm
a good
not
chicken
sure.
tender.
I'm not sure, but I did want to say that. Did you try the Taco Bell squirrel nuggets?
I haven't yet.
Honestly, I wasn't very impressed.
Really? I thought everybody was like fangirling about them. And I keep telling people like you should try them. Everybody loves them. I thought that was a
I think I
consensus.
realized that I'm just more of a like chicken strip kind of girl.
Yeah, chicken strips all the way.
Yeah,
I love a good chicken strip.
same.
Do you like Cane's?
Yeah,
It's a different
it's
kind of chicken
debatable.
strip.
It's debatable because I feel like the chicken doesn't have any flavor
Yeah,
until you put it in the sauce.
you need the sauce.
Yeah,
The sauce like outshines.
but like Popeyes, for example, like
Mm.
the spicy ones.
I don't think.
Obviously, they're not spicy, but like
Yeah.
they have a little kick to it.
Yeah. I just love going to like amusement places like Six
And getting
Flags and getting chicken strips.
I agree.
Like it literally hits so good. I love chicken strips.
So, what do you think about this seating arrangement list?
I don't know. I think it's a little awkward.
I think it's a little awkward too because I'm like looking.
I know.
at
I'm
you.
still like looking at you. I think the point was so for us to like stare at each other through the
through
screen.
camera.
Yeah. But do you think it's uncomfortable for our viewers to watch us look at them so
Intently.
so directly, like intensely? Like,
I
would they
feel-
rather? Let us know if you guys would rather us look at you or look at each other.
Well, how do you think Martin? I know Martin and Hamza do look at each other, but like I think they look
I
at
think
the camera more.
I think Martin looks more at Hamza than Hamza looks at Martin.
for sure.
He's
It's because
he's
Hamza has a
baby.
crush on Martin.
Yeah, he's baby. Wait, what? Or the other way around? Martin has a crush on Hamza.
I think Hamza has a crush on Martin.
Oh, so he doesn't look at him because he's trying to be nonchalant.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I saw a TikTok that said like me when I like a guy, and it's like being nonchalant as fuck. Me when I don't like a guy. So how are you? Like, well, how's your mom? Like, da da da. Like asking all these fucking questions, and when you don't like a guy, you're just like,
Yeah, like you're shy, you're scared.
yeah,
Yeah, I
like
feel
you're
that.
like what, bitch? Like you don't talk to them. Like you're just mean. Like, ugh.
I feel that.
Day 175 without having a crush. I'm crush free. Isn't that awesome?
I thought you kind of have one though.
No, that's not a real crush.
Bro, are you serious?
Dead ass, that's not a real crush. Daniela, I've been telling everybody, like, that's not a real crush. It's just fun to, like, entertain the people. It's not a real crush. It just makes life go
But the
quicker.
thing is that you analyzed it to the fullest extent to the point where you're like, okay, I'm over it now.
Exactly, so it's non-existent.
So you're past
It's a
it.
past crush, yeah. I haven't had one in a minute. Life has been very,
Stress free.
stress-free, yeah. Isn't it? I don't know. I just think it's funny the way that like our brains operate and they need something to like hold on to. But I think I've just realized I'm just gonna boss up. Like I'm just gonna level up. When I get rich, I'm just gonna let the money change me. I'm gonna forget about all my loved ones.
Damn.
No, have you seen that meme? It's so fucking funny. I'll send it to you so you can put it on the thing. But it's literally top
Oh,
5
yeah,
things
yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
gonna do when I get rich.
Forget about everyone.
And it's like all the things people say you shouldn't let
Yeah.
it do, but the opposite. And it's so, I find like humor like that hilarious. Obviously that's not true, but yeah, I just realized I'm gonna just keep living my life the way I've been living it, and it's
As
been
you
very
should.
peaceful. Yeah,
As you freaking should.
it's very nice being in peace. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you another question, but I can't freaking remember it, and I'm a little bit concerned for my memory, like
Me
my
too,
short-term
dude.
memory.
Me too. And I think I just like need to not drink.
Oh yeah, today was our friend Dom's birthday, That was very nice.
Yeah, it was really
Well,
nice.
it was her birthday thingy. It wasn't her birthday.
Her birthday thingy, yes, it
Yeah,
was.
her birthday party.
Yeah.
Would you say it's a party?
Picnic.
Picnic, picnic. Yeah.
Did you like the cake?
I love the cake.
Same. I felt like the icing was a little too overpowering, but I think it's because the wines kind of dried me out.
Right.
So like I had to drink water after every
Guys,
bite
this is
too.
the first time that Dan has ever told me, Liz, finish your drink. I feel like it's always the opposite.
Really?
I feel like it's always me being like, Dan, come on, do your shot, finish your drink.
Yeah, but this is wine.
Yeah, that's true. I think wine is such a different vibe from like anything else. It definitely just makes you want to like melt into the ground.
Literally.
Yeah. And it's so refreshing when it's nice and crisp. I can't wait to go to
But you know, it had
Ojai.
me thinking like, why do people drink during the day? Like, why do people drink in the summer?
Because it's hot, you know?
But like, I feel like I got super hot.
Yeah. I think the initial like cold refreshing beer, maybe it's the same like thing as when moms make caldo. You know, they're trying
Like
to
your body
make their
kind of.
internal temperature the same as the external temperature so that they're not in
So,
discomfort.
Yeah.
I could see that being the thing, but also like have you ever had a really nice cold glass of a beer, like a cold beer, and like that first sip is good? I feel like once you get to like the fifth sip of a beer when you're like halfway with it, it's kind of like bleh.
Yeah, because then
Because
it
it gets
loses the
warm.
temperature.
Yeah, it gets warm. I feel like at that point it's like, why would you drink that? But other than that, you're almost done with your fellowship.
Yeah, guys, I'm almost done with my fellowship. I went to my pre-graduation on Friday. Um, they they said dress code business casual.
Pre-graduation?
Yeah.
What?
Like it was just like a celebration kind of,
Mhm.
but we haven't even graduated yet. Like we haven't finished it.
Mhm.
Dress code said business casual. These dudes pulled up in suits and a tie. Like
Aww.
like come on. What? I thought this
What about this is casual?
yeah, come on. Like I felt so underdressed, but it's okay. It was it was a good time, and I actually got to meet like everyone that I was, because it's a online fellowship.
Mhm.
I actually got to meet everyone in person,
Oh, that's cool.
so it was actually really nice to see everyone. And I think as per usual, like girls are just the best.
Yeah. That's super cool to be able to meet them in person.
Yeah.
Were there any that shocked you? Like you had an expectation of them like like online versus in person that you're like, "Wait, what? Like I didn't expect you to look like that or like be this short or be this tall or anything."
I think
Like
you know when you kind of see someone and you're like, I think you're short,
yeah.
and I was right.
You were right?
I was right.
Yeah, like you can get somebody's energy off of the camera and be like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
think you're going to be tall or I think you're going to be short." And then
Yeah.
they end up not being or being what you think they are. So you haven't been watching any movies recently, huh?
Dude, I haven't been doing anything.
Yeah.
I literally haven't been doing anything. Like going to work, I go to work. I hate my life during when I'm working. I get off. I drive home for 30 minutes. 30-ish. Sometimes it's like 40. Sometimes the traffic is bad.
Ugh.
Then I log on to my fellowship, and if I don't have my fellowship, I'm doing homework. Ugh, it's just that like it all led up to my client project, and then finally it happened. It's over. But I still have some assignments to turn in, so it's not over.
You're almost at the finish line, but that's so good. I feel like even though you feel like you were miserable during this time of your life, it's like
I feel like
to
I feel
treat
like
it
it
as
wasn't
seasons.
so miserable. It was just a lot of work. It
Yeah.
was like a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And also it's not fully over. I still have to do things afterwards.
Oh. That's kind of cool though.
Like it's kind of lifelong. I think. It's lifelong until I get a better job.
It's lifelong because you're going to get a job in that industry and then
Yeah,
it really is
literally.
like you're locked in for life. But that's
Literally.
good. I mean, you looked for something that you wanted to do and you did it.
Which I was gonna tell you is that I recently saw a TikTok of this guy. Let me just describe him. It was like this white guy who had like this really like prominent neck tattoo. Like it was covering his whole neck. And he was saying that he does like background checks for like Fortune 500 companies, and that sometimes the thing that knocks people out isn't even the content that they're uploading, it's the comments.
Oh.
So like he was saying that there was like this girl who graduated from this like top school, and that she had like posted a racist comment like few years back, and that she was like a top candidate, and that she would have gotten the job if she just didn't say that.
How do they find it?
That's what I'm freaking. That's what I don't know. That's literally what I don't know
The crazy part is that TikTok is literally filled with so many like
of
hateful
those.
comments, and you don't know who the people making them are. A lot of times they're hiding behind the screen.
And then people in the comments were like, what if I use like a different email? Like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, we could still find you. He was like, we could still find you. And there was someone in the comment that was like, you can't make a funny joke online, but you can have a tattoo and still have like a corporate job. Because technically he works like for a corporate job. And then I don't know what his response to that. It was like something like, I don't know. But that felt so like backwards to me because they always say like tattoos.
Yeah, like you can't get any tattoos because then you're never gonna get employed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people in the comments were like, some companies don't even do that. And then he would just respond like, you'd be surprised. Some companies do and some companies don't. But
Yeah.
I think it really is like, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, like knowing that they can find every piece of information about you
Yeah,
that you've ever
literally.
posted online.
Literally.
Dang. But yeah, that tattoo thing I don't think is even true because there's people in my industry that are fully tatted.
I think it kind of depends.
But also they've been in the company for a very long time, so I don't know if I think like if like your interview, I think it has to be like you can wear a long sleeve shirt and like you can cover it up if needed. If you're going to be like in an important meeting or something, like you definitely don't want that to be showing. But I mean, at least they're like doing like a judge of character in a sense cuz if that comment was recent and they're hiring this person.
But apparently it's like comments that people made when they were like 12.
Ooh. That's
Isn't that
bad.
insane?
That's insane because I feel like the person you are when you're 12 is not the same person you are as an adult.
Yeah,
Like all those things you might have said, like you regret
for sure.
because you were not smart enough to have better discernment at the time. Like you're probably like highly influenced by others and just acted in a way accordingly to like the people around you,
Yeah.
which I think is a little bit unfair, to be honest. But yeah.
But yeah, I saw the TikTok and I was like, what did I say? Not that I've ever said anything racist online. I definitely have not. But like, I definitely have been mean to people. Okay, because actually there was this girl who like posted recently, I think it was after Cowboy Carter or something. And she was like, I showed up to Cowboy Carter with my Shein outfit and everyone was wearing the same thing. And then I commented and I was like, girl, you bought it off of Shein. What did you expect?
Yeah.
But obviously, I kind of said it like mean.
Yeah.
And then she actually responded to me and she was like, "That's the point. Like, I shouldn't have done that. Blah blah blah." And then I just commented saying like boycott Shein. But then someone liked it. Like people kept liking the comment.
Oh damn.
And then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna delete this. So I ended up deleting it.
Like getting that freaking notification over and over and over
I
again.
hate that. I
Me
literally
too.
hate that.
I'm like, you're giving me fake clout right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm like going on TikTok. I'm like, oh my god, I have so many notifications, and it's a fucking somebody liked your comment. I'm like, stop! I made this comment a year ago. How are you still finding it? You know.
I know.
So I guess that's how they're.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys, I think this is a good place to wrap up the
Yeah.
episode. It is a short one.
Did you send me your screen time?
No. Damn it.
Do you know what it is?
No. 8 hours. I'm just gonna assume 8 hours. That's okay. They don't need to know. Actually, I wonder if being on the boat impacted my screen time.
For sure.
Like,
Probably is like super low.
Yeah, I like wasn't on my phone at all. Like I would charge my phone fully, and then I would get back,
And it was like
and it
fully
was still
charged.
fully charged. Even though we were like taking pictures and listening to music, it still didn't make the biggest impact either, because there wasn't really any service out there actually.
My screen time, damn, bro. My screen time on Monday was 9 hours and 41 minutes.
Damn, girl.
My screen time this week was 5 hours and 28 minutes.
It's going up.
I know, it's literally going up. What was I gonna say? Okay, that was screen time. Let's do comments. So, no one commented on our last video. Thanks a lot. But also, I'm gonna refer back to my TikTok.
Wait. This just reminded me of a conversation I had with somebody on the boat.
What did they say?
We went to have breakfast, right? And like they don't know me. Like there were some people on there that I was still like
Getting
it was
to
my
know.
first time ever meeting them. And we were talking, and one of them was like, the one that I really like bonded with, he was like, oh yeah, like sometimes I feel like I want to have a podcast, like not one that I like commit to. I'm like, so why don't you do it? Like that'd be kind of cool. And he was like, yeah, like sometimes I just want to like make podcasts about like whatever I'm thinking about in the moment. I'm like, yeah, like that'd be cool. Whatever, just do it. He's like, yeah, but like I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing to have a podcast that's not very popular. And I was like, wow, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it is embarrassing. It's a little bit embarrassing, but at the same time, it's like
No, it's romantic.
some people started somewhere.
Everything is romantic.
Dude,
No,
they
but
started somewhere.
no, yeah, exactly.
Upstairs neighbors started somewhere, and look at them
Exactly.
now.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's it. No, that's it. But I just was cracking up because I was sitting there and I was like, yeah. It must be really embarrassing. I didn't have the guts to be like, yeah, I have one and it flops, but it's fun.
We're flopping.
Oh yeah, but it's fun. It's as
Yeah,
long as we're
it's fun.
enjoying it, I think that's all that matters. But I think it's more fun when people actually comment on our videos and interact with us.
Yeah, same.
So
Also,
please.
we didn't comment on the last video, so who are we to talk or say anything?
That's true. Damn.
Sheesh, dude.
We're busy.
Okay, well, this isn't a comment. This is a DM from one of our friends that said, "Love the new episode, by the way. Just finished it. Really liked y'all's discussion on friendships and had me thinking about how I want to, parentheses, close parentheses, approach and think about them now and in the future. What I took away is I should communicate more in general because I feel like I'm not doing enough or saying what's on my mind. And you should be. And as a man, you should be."
It's true.
Yeah.
That makes me happy though. It makes me happy that it gives people a little bit
Perspective.
more, yeah, a little bit insight of like how they could navigate things or like do like make small changes to make different aspects of their lives better, whether it
Yeah.
be relationships or even just like I don't know, other what did I say? Friendships? Relationships or friendships, it doesn't matter. I think communication is a big thing and I feel like everybody should learn how to communicate effectively cuz I think ultimately if we don't have communication, we have nothing.
That's true, actually.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, basically. So, yeah, because nobody's a mind reader. That's basically it. Like, people think that others can fully, like, understand them, but that's just, like, not true. Not everybody has the same level of understanding or even analysis, too, you know? Like, you can't just, like, look at somebody and read what's going on in their head. It's not possible. But yeah, that's a good comment. Thank you. Next time, comment it on the video.
True. Comment it on the video. We appreciate your comment.
We really do. We really do. And we don't want to have to bully you. But we will.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope that this was a good start to your week or middle or end whenever you guys watch this. And let's wish Liz a good trip and safe flight to New York.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.